Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Some few hours ago, the PDP went into an emergency meeting. Many Nigerians were wondering what could be the result. The result came out, but it looks as if something is cooking. And from what is taking place, PDP may likely be doing this. And of course, Atiku's Atiku's camp have decided to give the condition through which PDP can survive this. We're going to give you all of these juicy details in a moment. But before we do that, kindly subscribe to our channel. Now, let's hit the ground running. Now, indications have emerged that Ambassador Omar Damagum, the acting national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, may be stepping down from his position in the coming week. Now, this development follows a meeting among PDP governors held in Akure, Ondo State on Monday and Tuesday. Now, the governors, alarmed by the growing factionalism within the party's National Working Committee, NWC, are reportedly seeking unity to preserve the party ahead of the 2024 National Executive Committee NEC meeting. Now, the present at the meeting were top PDP top party officials, including Damagum, PDP Deputy National Chairman South, Ambassador Taufik Arapaja, and several governors such as Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed, Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde, and Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke. The group discussed a proposal allowing Damagum to remain in his position until next meeting, which is expected to finalize a North Central nominee for the party's chairmanship. Now, according to the news, some governors like Ademola Adeleke were said to have expressed concern that the division could hurt their political ambitions. Adeleke in particular voiced concerns that the crisis might hinder his chances of a re-election in 2026. Now, the next meeting, scheduled for October 24th, will likely rectify the chairmanship decision and could also establish dates for a national convention to resolve the lingering issues. And of course, let's get to hear what the Atiku camp is saying concerning this matter. Now, Atiku Abubakar, special assistant on public communication, referring to Frank Shaibu, said that the PDP chairmanship tussle would affect the party's future if those responsible were not shown the way out. Now, he said if it's unresolved and they allow those working for the APC to succeed with their agenda, then it will be a natural result. It will be a one-party state. Now, a group of boys, let me quote him word for word, said a group of boys went around town bragging that they were working for APC yet remained with the party. So what do you expect to get? It's either we allow them to kill the party and turn Nigeria into a one-party state, or stop them and do the right thing. It's natural that it will affect the party's future, and that is the agenda of those stuck in the crisis. They are paid. They're actually paid agents who are working and serving an interest. I quote him again. He said, you can't serve God and Mammon. You can't serve two masters. These guys know what they're doing because they started it in the last election and have continued unabated. Instead of governance, they're already thinking of 2027. And they need to continue stocking this kind of crisis to remain relevant so that their paymasters will continue to pay them. Those who have cases with security agencies and Financial Crimes Commission will continue to be working free, so they know why they are stuck in the crisis. They know that if the crisis continues, there is no way they can get anything out of it because a house divided against itself can't stand. Now, Shaibu warned that Nigeria was at the risk of a one-party system if PDP fails to resolve its national chairmanship crisis. He claimed that the president, Bola Tinubu, might collapse Nigeria into a one-party state and hence the need for PDP to resolve its chairmanship tussle. Shaibu also said, and I quote him, we know Tinubu's strategy. Even as governor, he operated a one-party in Lagos State, even after leaving office for over 20 years. From the local government to the state House of Assembly to the state governor, they will always stifle and muscle the opposition. We are not surprised. We know the dramas of war and those stuck in the crisis right from the 2023 elections. The media is aware and they have never hidden their admiration for the role they are playing. First, they said it was G5. We informed Nigerians this was where they were heading. So when we heard Nigerians complain today about poverty and hunger, you just know that when a cowboy visits a place, he leaves it in ruins until nothing can come out of that place. So that is the agenda they are after. Instead of concentrating on governance, they are stuck in the crisis so that they will be paid, get political patronage, and it's a well-paid job. It's possible, but somebody asked him, how best is it to resolve PDP's crisis? He said it's possible, but it takes boldness, audacity, audaciousness, and sincerity. They know those stuck in the crisis, and it's for the leaders and the governors of the party to come together, as Shaibu added. Some of our governors have surrendered their oath of office and personality to one man, so it's difficult for them to tell anybody the truth. Before now, governors were seen as people who could operate above board with the sincerity of purpose, but what we see today is a different ballgame. We only have people who play to the gallery and the dictates of their bosom friends. If they are serious about resolving the crisis, is to call a spade by telling those stuck in the crisis to get out of the party. This is what we knew would happen because we know their agenda, and we told them before now that these characters are shameless. They swallowed everything before. They once said, I will never be a minister, never leave the party. And now they are proudly bragging about working against their own party. So, if you are a governor and you are a friend to such a person, do I need to service, I take that again, do I need the services of a witch doctor to know the kind of person you are? He queried. Now, resolving the crisis is up to them because they know what they want. One character woke up the other day saying Atiku should not contest in 2027 because he will be 80 years old then. Yet, the same character wants the current president to continue in office. How old is the current president? And how old will he be in 2027? Illiteracy is a misfortune and should never be taken as a privilege, he added. Despite the current situation, Shaibu maintained that PDP has no faction and that Atiku stands for the unity of the party. He said, we don't have a faction in PDP. Atiku belongs to PDP and does not have a faction in the party, and that's why we don't like to speak. This is a man who believes in the unity of Nigeria and charity they say begins at home. Wike says he's a PDP member but does not just work for the party, and that's why I said illiteracy is a misfortune that should never be taken as a privilege when a man does not know that there is a difference between working with and working for. It's a problem. If he's working with the APC government, it's a different thing. But when you work for the government, it means that you work against your own interests and that of the people you claim to represent, which is your own party. So there's a difference between working for and working with. When they understand the grammar, life will be easy for them. When they say I work for an APC government, but you know that I'm a PDP member, you are correct, but the message that I want to convey is that they work with them. They have already exposed the hypocrisy of what they are doing because it's a different thing to work for and to work with. When you work for, you do their dirty jobs, their bidding, but when you work with, you remain your own man, you say your own things and believe in your principles. Take it from me, Atiku has no faction in the PDP. But then I asked him, Wike Atiku can still work together in 2027? He answered. He also did not dismiss the possibility of Atiku and Wike resolving their issues and working together ahead of 2023. In politics, anything is possible. Did Wike not say before now that APC was cancerous? And why would he leave somebody with malaria for one with cancer? Is he not working for APC now? So in politics, anything is possible, he added. They asked him about the national chairman should come from North Central. And he said on his part, Austin Oka, a former House of Representative candidate from Kogi State, said PDP should extend its searchlight to the entire South Central, entire North Central as a solution to the crisis. All right, for want of time, that's going to wrap it up. Let's meet.